Hey everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. I am coming to you live today, which I am excited about. I always like to do a live. I'm also happy to tell you that my vision is not bad today. I'm certainly not healed yet. As many of you know, I had retinal surgery on my left eye because it never really was quite right after my cataract surgery last year. And so far, so good. Although my lights over here, this one is glaring my eyeball out right now. So that's typical though. It's okay. It'll go away eventually. Okay, so today I am going to talk about something that started today, March 1st, 2023, online with Stampin' Up! They're doing this new thing. I'm pretty sure I talked to you guys about it before, where there will be certain products that are only available in the online store. So if you shop with me, my online Stampin' Up! Store is MemoryINKers.com. That's also my Gmail, MemoryINKers.com, or MemoryInkers@gmail.com. My hostess code for March 2023 is N as in Nancy 2, N as in Nancy, W as in Wayne 9, 6, Y as in yellow 6. So, okay, so this is the flyer that you can see while you're there, and there's actually even a QR code to show you those things. So I'm going to show you this. There's so much more than this, and I will be posting some information. But it has a bundled stamp set, which I will show you, some designer series papers, some loose frosted gems, some beautiful naturally gilded paper, and 3 basic embossing folders. Now, we've never sold 3 embossing folders together. You don't get it. It's not like there's some giant discount. It's $30, but you get 3 of them, and they're all 3D folders, and they are the basic designs that you need. There is also a classic letters stamp set. So, okay, so let's get started. First, here's the classic letters stamp set, and just so you can see, the letters are quite large compared to how they look on the front. I mean, look, the A does not look that big, but it's big. And you can see also that they give you extras of certain letters. Like there's 2 A's. I'm not sure why there's only 1 E, but there is. A couple of L's. So you've got a couple of extra letters in there. And of course you've got the numbers and some fun leaf designs. And then these unusual things. You know, we're international, so those probably mean something to me. I look at those and I go, oh, look, a pair of goggles. I don't know. I'm different. Okay, so there's that. The classic letters. They are $25. Don't go anywhere. I do have some projects to show you, and I do have a project to do today. The project, I'm going to be using the Irresistible Blooms, which is a bundle. You can buy them separate, stamps or dies separate, but you can also buy it as a bundle. We are going to be using this unusual die, and I've cut out some flowers with some of these. Okay, so you can see there's dies for this. There's extra leaves in here. Oh, and this leaf also has a die. So it's a pretty cool bundle. So that is exclusive. You're not going to see it in any of your catalogs. So this is only online, MemoryInkers.com, which goes to my Stampin' Up! Website. The designer series paper, you're going to get 48 sheets. It is so pretty. So pretty. And of course, double-sided. Look at that. So pretty. I don't want to like take forever going through these because, you know, they're paper. There are a few that look similar. Now this one, see how it looks similar? But the dies can be used to cut out the flowers. The same with this leaf pattern and this leaf pattern. See how I have already cut out some of the leaves. So that's kind of nice. And I was thinking I'd maybe do something where I still use it like that. It could be fun. I just haven't done that yet. So anyway, there's all kinds, 12 different designs. Well, 12 sheets, so like 24 designs. But you get 4 of each sheet, so you get 48 sheets, 24 different designs, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so that's the designer series paper. Then these are those folders. Now, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see them on video, but look, polka dots. Everybody wants polka dots all the time. They're always asking for polka dots. Perfectly placed polka dots. They don't have names. They're all under the basics. So I just called, like this one is Basics 3. Basics 2 is sort of a linen design, which I think is also very popular. I do have a card made with this that you're going to see in a minute. And then this one, you can look at it 2 different ways. You can look at it as flowers, or you can see it as stars. What do you call them? Gosh, you know what I mean? From the sea. What are they called, you guys? Come on, somebody say. I know there's a name. Starfish. Okay, so, but, I mean, 3 perfectly beautiful, and they're all the thick ones. So yeah, this is a must-have, just to have in your kit, because we all like textured backgrounds, right? And these are like standard. You could use them for pretty much any card that you're making. Boom, $30, you're set. Okay, then we have this beautiful it's called Naturally Gilded 12 by 12 paper. It is plain white on the other side, but look. So it is in copper, silver, and white. So it's copper and white. I think that's copper. Let me make sure. Yep, copper. I always get confused between like copper and like other different, like that texture, brass, you know, that kind of look. And silver and white, and then look, gold and vanilla. So I'll be showing you some cards made with this. I've got them in my queue ready to film. I just haven't filmed them yet. Because why? I was sick for weeks. I'm not kidding you guys. That flu, whatever that heck that was going around, I was sick for like a week. Felt really good one day. Went out, got my nails done, did some errands, felt fabulous. Woke up the next morning sicker than I was the week before. That lasted a week. I barely got better in time for my retinal surgery on Monday. Craziness. Okay, so we're going to be using these 2. And I didn't show you the loose dots yet. Let me just move some stuff out of my way here for you guys. Okay, so here are the loose dots. And they come in, I had the colors somewhere, but I don't know where the color listing is now. I'm sorry. But they are just what they say. They are loose dots. And they're very, very pretty. And I will be showing you how to apply those today. So this is what we're using. I've pre-cut the flowers out of the designer series paper. And I'm just going to be using this one stamp set that says, I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. So let me show you some of the cards that I have made. Let me zoom in a little bit on these for you so you can see them a little better. That might be too far. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys can see this has that textured linen-y background, and this is one of the dies. Now I want you to notice that the die did not, this is all attached. You can snip it right here on those, I think there's 4 places to snip it. And then you can do that. Now these dots are from another kit, another pack of dots. I forget what they are. These, I wanted you to be sure to know that these are white embossed on top of Positively Pink, I think. That is not the name of that. Flirty Flamingo. Gosh, you guys, holy Hannah. And then, of course, the thank you. Isn't that a pretty thank you? I really like it. So that is one. Look, these are just with the designer series paper. And this is a piece that I cut off from behind here. And I thought, I'm not wasting it. And look at how it's beautiful, and it doesn't have anything else on it. I could have added some of the gems, but I just liked it plain. Here's another one. I did the same thing. This is the back of that. This is embossed with the I like you. Okay. And then this is the card we're going to facsimile make. I again embossed this one and stamped these, but we're going to do it a little bit different today on the card I'm going to show you. So let me, whoops, I'm sorry for the vertigo moment there. Why does it all of a sudden look like it's not, it doesn't look right. It's like it's not shrinking. There we go. That's a little better. All right, let me make some room here. Okay. I need space when I'm stamping. I don't know why I stamp on little pieces. Oh, about this size. All right, so here are all my pieces. These, like I said, they're cut out of the designer series paper. So they're the exact same size as these two. And then I cut some leaves. These are some of the leaves that don't have stamps to match. This is the same as that, but it's again cut out of the designer series paper. Here's a little tiny one. This was also cut out of the designer series paper, but it's a stamp also. These skeleton type are not. There's not a stamp for that. And then I've just got some scraps. I have some Flirty Flamingo, some basic white. Again, here, this one's for the inside, so if you wanted to stamp the inside. I've already pre-cut this long thing, and I want, look at that. Look at how it is. So I wanted you guys to see how I put that together. Before I do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down because I'm not doing the background. I'm just doing the designer series paper on this one. So I'm going to grab my trimmer, and I am going to cut this at 4 inches. And I think I want that pink on there. 5 1/4 inches. So now I have all of my pieces almost ready for this card, right? So this is where the fun comes in. So the only thing I'm stamping, I'm going to do that so I can move this out of my way. And the colors that are in this new designer series paper, 2 of them are returning colors. Pretty Peacock, I think, and Lost Lagoon. It's a light blue, and Pretty Peacock is a very dark, it's hard to tell with this, but it's a very dark blue-green, okay? It's beautiful. Think about that color on a peacock and it'll make sense. But some of the greens do tend to go towards the soft succulent color. So I decided to use that since right now, you guys know I sell stuff. And so I sold all my Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon paper and ink pads, so I don't have them. So I'm going to be buying them again. And that's fine. I'm good with that. So I'm going to stamp this onto, now, okay, this may not come out straight because my eye is not yet perfected. And it's me. Is there going to be perfection from me? Probably not. But look at how pretty that is. It's just so pretty. So I've got that ready. And then I'm going to be cutting things and gluing things and doing all kinds of things. So let me move all my little pieces where hopefully I won't lose them, but we all know it's me. So I am going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. And before I cut this out, I had the adhesive paper put onto the back. You can kind of see here where the adhesive paper isn't, right at the edge. Okay, did that on purpose. It doesn't necessarily help all the time, but this does take some taking apart. Okay, what I have found is I like to take apart these pieces first. If you can, it's nice to try to leave the adhesive on there, but see, like this one isn't going to do it. It's going to take the whole thing. Only because it keeps this from being so cattywampus, as our grandparents would say. But anytime I can peel that off, like here, it still has the paper on the backing there. And I know this is boring to watch me do it, but I wanted you guys to see, if you've got your take your pick tool, it's not that big of a deal to get these pieces out of here. There's a lot of them, but they are worth finding. Look at that one. It just decided to hide away, didn't it? That's funny. I went to pull it out, and I'm just gonna have to watch for it so I don't glue it down. What I was trying to do was push it up like that so that I could pull it off like so. It's a lot easier on these ones that are totally encased with a design than it is to do with the ones that are on the edges, like these two. They tend to just pull off like that. Okay, I know, watching paint dry, but don't go away, because you're gonna want to see how I put this down, and hopefully I'll be able to do it with clear enough vision. Yeah, that one came apart. Okay, so I purposely did not take this apart so I could show you guys how cool I was. What was I thinking, right? Yeah, well. But you should get the idea with some of the ones that have stuck, what I'm saying about keeping them together. Okay, missed one up here. So I think that one did the same thing as the other one. So I think I've got them all, but see how I've got some of it in there? It's really nice if you can get it to do that. But, you know, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is good, and it cuts to where it's supposed to cut. So now, because I had a little bit of an edge here, because I know this is longer than I wanted it to be, I can start picking this up like so. And I don't want to pull it all the way. I kind of want to get them all started and see if I can pull them all at the same time. But they do like to stick to my fingers, as you can see. So, how's everybody doing? How's your weather? Michigan weather has been, as it always is, you know, yesterday was a beautiful day. I couldn't handle the sunshine because of my eyes. Hang on a minute, I'm having a little trouble seeing. So this is for Amber Via, who thought it would be funny to see how I stamped when I can't see very good. Here you go, Amber. This is what happens. I can barely see. Okay, so you can see it's really, really crazy. It wants to flip-flop around. It wants to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it back part way. And then I'm going to try to hold them in place. And then this is the piece I'm going to put it on. So I think I'll do it this way, so the pink is up in that corner. Now I'm going to hang it off a little bit, just a little bit, and I'm going to start by trying to get them to where I think they're supposed to go, and slowly press them down, because there is no I hate to say it, but it does take practice. The first couple I did, this one was like way out here, and it does take a little practice to get it to where you want it. Even this one, look at the width difference. And that's okay. It looks totally fine, right? But see how this one goes off like that? It's not supposed to do that. But it's a individual work of art. So, okay. So now I'm just slowly going to lay these in place. I want to get this backing out of here so it doesn't stick to my card. Oh, and here's that spot where that little edge, that little piece thought it would hide from me. I think it still is. Okay. It's right there, I think. I hope you guys can see it, because I'm guessing. Yep, that's it. Seriously. It's like having a piece of vellum over half of your face. Only the vellum is getting sheerer, so that's a good sign. And they said that's normal. I'm not worried about it. I kind of went through that when I had my cataract surgery. It was a similar process to what I'm going through now. But I will tell you, I can see a lot clearer. It's cold there in Northern California. Yeah. Wow, Tahoe is closed. Wow. You California people, what is it? 62 degrees and you're scared? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm just giving you a hard time. To us, that's like a sweltering heat wave at this point. I don't know what your temperature is, Barb. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, so now I have all these edges, right? So I'm going to trim those off. You want to make sure you've got these down pretty good. And that adhesive sheet, that sticks really good. Now you could do these after, or you could trim it down after you put this on, like how I trimmed this to the size that I wanted. But see, when I cut it, this one wanted to move. So watch that and see if they do that so you can put them back in place. And then there's this one. And remember to clean your scissors after you've done something sticky like this. My favorite thing to use when I've done something sticky is hand sanitizer. Wow, that is cold for you guys, Barbara. That is cold. Sorry, I mocked you. Okay, so now I've got that part done, right? And a mess all over my table. So here's my card base. And look at that. How'd that piece get over there? I don't know. So, and this is Flirty Flamingo, which is one of the colors. If you look, it is the pink, even though this is faded. It's the same pink. So do that. Grab my liquid glue. You could stamp the inside, of course. It would look really good with some flowers. But in lieu of this being a live video, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip that part. You're going to be seeing a lot more pre-recorded. I actually had a plan to do all this pre-recording for you guys. Remember those things that said something is coming? Or there's a secret and all that? Hi, Gail. That was the secret. I'm going to be doing some changes. But then I got sick and now I've had this surgery. So I don't have anything taped. So, and I don't want to tape anything until my eyes get a little better. I was going to do some more taping this afternoon, but I don't think so. I can just tell what's going on now with this eyeball. All right. So now I've got this and I'm going to just adhere it. Isn't that pretty though? It's just pretty. It's just a fun little design to add to your dimension, and your friend who gets this, if they're not crafters, even if they are, send them to me, of course. But they're going to love it. They're going to just think it's an awesome card. Just making sure I've got the card opening the right way. If you guys ever made a card that's supposed to open like this and all of a sudden it opens like that, yeah. I've done that and I haven't found out until I've gone to send it to somebody. It's funny. All right. So now, like I said, I'm kind of replicating this card, but I wanted to show you the difference. These are stamped. This is stamped too because it's embossed. And this is going to be a little different on here. And then let me try to get rid of all of my mess here. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically place things basically where they are on that, but I may add some of these others. Again, this is with the Designer Series paper. I love when we can cut things out with the Designer Series paper. I think it's very cool. However, I want to be sure that other than that, I know that die is so cool. Other than that, I want to know that I can stamp them and cut them out if I wanted to. So, all right. So now this one, if I'm matching, goes down here. And I will set that about right there. Okay. Then this one I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it down flat. I'm leaving room because I'm thinking I may be adding, I might be adding like one of these leaves or something. I don't know yet. And then this one, I'm going to put it up on Stampin' Dimensionals, which I pulled out. There they are. I was going to say, I pulled out a brand new container of them. There it is. So, like so. How many of you guys are freaking out seeing me use whole dimensionals? I usually cut them because I am cheap. I am. Oh man, that's two. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. I have a few too many, but I put them in the wrong spots. I've got these things sticking to me every time I move. Oh, the trial of being a crafter, right? Glitter in our fingers and everything, and stuff sticking to us, and these backings everywhere, right? All through your house. Okay, so now I'm going to set that right there. Now, before I decided about those other leaves and the dots, I'm going to add this to this piece, but I think I would like it to have kind of a dovetail. Oh, why did I decide to do this? Man, I can't barely see you guys. So I'm not guaranteeing how this is going to come out. So far, so good. But I don't know that I've got it very centered. Let me see if I can. If you guys could see this in my vision, you'd be like, what is she doing? Because I don't know. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere it to this piece of Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to just try to get it to where it's pretty even Steven. And then I'm just going to trim this off. I'm just eyeballing, you guys. Literally eyeball, not eyeballs. And I'm not going to worry about cutting down the center this time because I've kind of got a guide here with what's already been cut. And I just kind of want to match it and try to do about the same border length, width. I say that's not bad considering my issues right now. But see, look how cute. Isn't that cute? So we're going to put that up on dimensionals also. Now, I always think about if I'm mailing something, do I want it to push down? That's why this is getting 3 dimensionals. If I'm going to hand it to somebody, I might skip this one because I'm not worried about it going flat, if that makes sense, squishing in. But I don't know yet what I'm doing with this one. One of you guys might end up with it as a thank you card. So I don't know. So there's that. Now somewhere I have this little tiny leaf. So I think I was thinking about putting it on there. But I don't know now. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like it on here? I don't know. I think it kind of messes with it. Let me think about that. You guys let me know. Now on this, again, I went ahead and I used some of our adhesive papers. So I am going to, I think I'll put a big one down here. Just because it's pretty, right? And it helps tie in the fact that there's stuff there. And I'll take this smaller one. Oh, let me see if I can get this off. I don't see an edge on it. If you take your pick tool and pick at this, it's going to work just like the transfers when you pick them off the back of your dimensionals. You just have to be careful that you don't pierce your cardstock. Thank you, Barb. I'm glad that you're okay with my vision issues. And you're probably thinking, Carrie, you're stamping just as badly as you stamp every day. Oh, I guess I stuck that down. Oh, there you go. There we go. Put that one there, and then this looks a little weird. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I'll do that one too. I've got them here, right? I may as well use them. So I'm going to put this one so it actually goes up under there too. Kind of crosses over this one. There we go. So now the only one I didn't use is this one, and that's okay. I am going to do this with it, because why waste it? Thank you. That's very sweet. So I put a little adhesive on the back of this. In fact, perhaps a little too much. So I'm going to take a little bit off there on that scrap piece. And I'm just going to set it down in the bottom of my inside. So my inside is pretty. It's not much, but it's a cute thing. So there you go. See how it's basically the same card. Oh, I have to add gems. And I want to show you guys how to use these gems. They are so stinking cool. I know I do really like them when they're connected. Look at that weird shadow I'm getting. That's weird. I wonder what that is. I do not know. Is it this? That's what it is. It's one of my clippies holding up my sign that is to remind you to please share this video for your opportunity to win a prize. And I forgot my box to pull. Shoot, I'll have to do that later this week for my February people. And to remind you that you are watching me at www.facebook.com/MemoryINKers. If you're seeing this because somebody shared, please go follow my Facebook page. Or if you see it on my YouTube channel, I can get comments on YouTube though, so whatever. All right, so again, I am going to open up these adorable loose gems, and then I'm just going to decide where I want them. And I'm going to put a little dot where I think I'm going to want a gem. I'm going to put one there. I think I'm going to put one right there. So now there are different sizes, but it's a very slight difference. See this little yellow right there? I'm looking for a little one like that in pink, because that's what I want. Oh, there's one right there. So you just pick it up with that gluey thing on your, take your pick tool. Then you can set it in place. And then I am going to use a yellow, I think, here. I actually like the way they look when they're upside down, but I haven't figured out how to glue those down that way yet. So there you go. So basically that's how, if you don't have glue on your finger, that is how you get those to stick. Super easy, super easy. And I love that they go with the dots. They'd actually look cute if you like, I'm not going to glue them down, but imagine if you like put a bunch of them on here. So let's just grab some, pop them on for fake. But see how cute? I mean, that's kind of fun, right? You just stick them on there and fill up your little dots with dots. It won't stick because there's no glue down there, but you get the idea. Anyway, so that is my card remake of this card that was stamped. This one was all cut out with the dies, but this one had all stamping. The only stamping on this one is right here. And then here is the other ones made with the Designer Series paper, these two. And then this has that awesome texture, and it has that other fun die that is on there. Let me show you those again. So here's the stamp set, and here are the dies. So this is the die that I used on the card today. Okay, here's this die that does this, and like I said, it does not cut out like right there. This is attached. Okay, this one you don't necessarily, unless you're going to cut it out, you don't necessarily have to put it on with the hi Karen, hi Linda. I know it's a gorgeous bundle. I know, Linda, you were going to go look today. Oh my gosh, there are so many cute. I placed an order right away and I rushed it. I know I shouldn't, but I did because I want to share with you guys. But I'm going to post some pictures of what's on the online store in a few minutes. Anyway, so that's this one. And then here's those outliney dies. And then the leaf, oh, these leaves are just outlines. They're sort of like just like they look. There's nothing in this centerpiece. And then here's the two flowers, okay? Here are the leaves, here and here, which also can be stamped. And this little leaf, okay, which you can stamp and cut out. It's got a lot. It's so cool. Thank you, Claudia. I think my results are going to be really good. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Today is so much better than yesterday. Still not perfect, but I know that it won't be for a bit, so I'm okay. So anyway, there is that. Did I have some more cards I showed you guys? I can't remember. I don't think so. But anyway, there is a ton. One of the things that is back is the 2-inch, and see, I have the old style, but the 1 3/4 inch punches are back. They're both in this style, and they're $22 each. And I know a lot of us really, really, really like punches. One of the bundles I'm excited about is called Elegant Border. It's not a punch. I'm sorry. It's a die. It has, I wrote this down, 4 borders where it like cuts out like the edge. So pretty. I cannot wait to play with that. And then there's a tropical leaf bundle that I ordered, and there's more. There's more. I just had to contain myself. So, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's Tuesday video. I will be back soonish. I will be posting things, though, as you guys know. I am waiting for my eye to heal a little better before I make some more videos. Because then I don't want to keep saying to you guys, oh, I'm sorry, I'm such a mess because my eye is blah, blah, blah. You don't want to hear that all the time, okay? So I'm getting things ready so that I can make a bunch of videos for you guys, but I'm not going to make them until I can see a little better. So anyway, don't forget to go, even if you can't buy anything today, that's fine. But go to MemoryINKers.com and look for the online exclusives. Go look. Make yourself a wish list because you're not going to see them anywhere else. And I'm not going to buy every single thing on there. And scroll through all the pages because like these guys, they are down a ways, and they're like after you get through like the new stuff, they're going to show you like the new kits, you know, the kit packs that we have that are awesome too. There are some really cool new kits. But keep scrolling. Also be careful when you are ordering, because I noticed this morning that the French version was coming ahead of the English version. So watch when you're ordering that you're getting the language that you want to get. Okay? Again, MemoryInkers.com. That's my Stampin' Up! Website. If you have questions, you can email me at MemoryInkers@gmail.com. If you are shopping and you're shopping for under $150, but I'm telling you, you might have an issue when you go see all that cool stuff. It is N as in Nancy, 2, N as in Nancy, W as in Wayne, 9, I think I'm supposed to say niner, but 9, 6, Y as in yo-yo, 6. Okay, you guys, have a blessed and wonderful day. I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.